All right, here's another classified or unprecedented information that I'm going to spare you. But I wouldn't say classified, or rather, unprecedented either. But 98% of investors, they don't know about this. This, you'll never hear it anywhere. It's not in the conventional finance books. You will never find it in the mainstream. It's something that you will hear it here, and you're probably never going to hear it ever again. And the ounce of what I'm actually sparing, it's nowhere even close. So this is something that in Africa, going to the US, nobody has ever heard of this. Some they've heard about it, but the application of it, they doing it incorrectly. So I'm going to take you back into the financial economical reporting. I'm not going to call it the supply and demand letter from the New York Times back in 1928, the newsletter. And this is basically the contemporary corresponding prototype for 2024 of the 1928. So regardless of the history of it and whatnot. So and looking into the industrial stocks and also the railroads and so on and so forth. We know the history of that. But now I'm coming to show you from maybe April, looking into the inversions that actually took place. If you look at what has happened from the 11th of April, we knew that before it even happens. And I'm talking about from the inception of the year, coming into where we are. We know these inversions, the dates, the time, and the actual price. Not only the date, not only the time, we know the cause of these inversions. I've said this before, as intricate as it may sound. Every inversion is actually contingent to the aspects of the causality. So if you look at the 11th, the price, as you saw, it actually made 140,000 pips, right? Going all the way to the 19th, we had 85,000 pips. Going all the way to the 29th, we had 52,000 pips. And then coming into the 2nd of May, 2024, we had 164,000 pips. Going to the 23rd of May, we had another inversion going into what? 77,000 pips. And then on the 21st of May, we had 211,000 pips, which led us to some of the points which I gave out. I'm likely never even going to share more of this kind of information because, like I said, it's not information that I should be sharing or even talking about it or anything of that nature. So we have the 20th. I gave you that one, which made roughly about 60,000 pips. If I'm not mistaken, 60,000 pips. And from that 60,000 pips, I might have made an error there to say 600, but it's a 60,000 pips. And then going all the way to the 25th, I gave you this one on the 25th, but there was a consolidation within that week. But because you don't know the cause, you don't know the law of vibration, you don't know the law of frequency, you don't know the law of sound, you don't know the law of electricity, you don't know the law of energy, etc., etc. Therefore, you would not know the consolidation, the result of the consolidation, how long will it last, and when will it start, what is the influence, and so on and so forth. And until then, it's highly impossible to be lucrative in this market. So it's highly impossible to be prosperous as you are doing this. So you got to know the inversions. But when you know the inversions, the second one, which is the last one, which is the 25th, I gave you that one. The question I have for everyone is, if you would have catched it on the 25th, I gave you the next one. How much would you have made even from those number of working days? We have how many days? We have roughly about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 days. In the last 10 days, if you would have held your position from the 25th, how much money you would have made? So that's one part. But in reality, if you look at all these inversions, we know them months, weeks, or even years or days prior they actually occur. We know the dates, the time, and the actual price because we know the cause. and not necessarily trading the effects, which is what I'm saying. No matter how successful you presume your methodology is, or even how much money you got, it's never going to be lucrative. You're never going to make money. Look at your FX book for the last maybe 2 years. You are basically losing more than you're winning. So in Africa, there is no one who can actually even point out to you with all of this. And no one is actually more successful in this game, because you can't be successful in this game without knowing the cost. It's not possible. You're in it to chase the price. You can get lucky, but you're getting lucky more than you should be losing at some point in time. And you presume that your methodology is actually working when your method is actually not working. The reality is, it will never work. It's just not possible. It's not possible for trading effects for you to become successful. Yes, you can get lucky. Yes, you can get lucky, but 3 months down the line, you would have made $1 million. 3 months down the line, or after that 3 months, you would have actually, you start seeing yourself losing that money. It's also possible. So this is as far as I can go. Well, the last thing is, if you look at January, you were supposed to only have 5 trades. In February, you were supposed to have 2 trades. In March, you were supposed to have 5 trades. In April, you were supposed to only have 4 trades. In May, you were only supposed to have 3 trades. And in June, you were supposed to have 2 trades. And this coming month, I wrote it down for you.